we are here at Gencon on Saturday, right?
Yes.
The last day that we'll be here, it is open on Sunday, but we've got an 11-hour drive, so we're going to start heading back in the morning. We did a lot today.
Yes.
We got a lot of demos done, like 7 or more.
Probably at least 7.
We bought a lot of stuff, and yeah, you'll see some of that here in a minute.
Yes.
So yeah, as far as the stuff we did, pretty much everything was really good. The Marvel games that we played were really good. The Sinister Six, the Battle for Wakanda Forever, whatever it's called. Horrible with names, but both those were really, really good. We didn't pick it up today, but a game that Deanna found and picked up.
We did pick up Wakanda Forever.
No, not that one. Unmatched.
Yes.
Picked that one up yesterday,
yes.
And that one's really good, really fun, competitive game. So yeah, what about you? What type of games did you enjoy today?
We got to, well, what was nice is we enjoyed a variety of games today. We went from Marvel to doing stuff over some 2-player games to just group games in general that were kind of just like laid back. The ones I enjoyed the most were the ones that were kind of more cooperative, but you also were against each other at the same time. So we played actually 2 games that were similar to that.
Yeah.
We got to play a Tomb Raider game that was where everybody plays as Laura. You're kind of working together, but at the same time you're going against each other when it gets later in the game. We also played, like he mentioned, the Sinister Six game, which is similar. It's cooperative as you're playing those villains, but you're also trying to be the one that wins. So I really enjoyed those games like that. Working with people and then going against them is a lot of fun, actually. So I like those.
So real quick, we'll just kind of go through the things that we ended up buying today. We got a pretty good display for you. And we'll just do a quick talk about each one as we pass over them. And yeah, that'll pretty much be it.
Yes.
So, surprise.
Yeah.
Go all the way back so you can see it all.
All of this. Literally
Okay.
all of this was today.
So let's start up at the top. What are these?
The Undo games. So those are small, quick kind of playthrough games from 2 to 6 players. You're basically laying it out and it gives you different scenarios and you're trying to undo the past to make the bad thing not happen that happens to the person in each scenario. So you get to have a clue to try to help you figure it out, and then you pick a scenario, and then the scenario either gives you a positive or a negative, and you want to end the game with a positive. If you don't get that positive you need, then you don't fix it and the bad thing happens. And each scenario is different and it plays out differently every time you do it. So
They work a lot. Sorry to cut you off, but they work a lot like man, I cut you off and now I can't even remember what they're called. The escape room games, the board games.
In a way, they are.
But yeah, they seem really fun. They also seem kind of like once you play through them maybe twice, because there's some cards that you won't see the first time.
Yeah.
That they'll kind of lose the replay value. But for the price that we got them here at $10 each, it was pretty good. What about this guy right here?
So this one right here, I'll move the card out of the way. This is Unstable Unicorns, which I got a promo with for purchasing the game. Unstable Unicorns, basically what you're doing, you're actually trying to collect baby unicorns in the game. I think the goal is to get 4 unicorns, and you're sabotaging each person as you go. You can take unicorns from them, or you could double up the ones you have. But this is the not safe for work version, which is the version I'm excited about. I've played the regular version, but they just came out with this one straight from Kickstarter, fresh in the store, so I don't even think it's completely available in store yet. So that's a perk of Gen Con, is we've gotten a lot of stuff now that is not available for months, which is awesome, and promo stuff to go with it you can't get ever again, basically. So.
All right, up next we got this big game right here. They put a lot of advertising into Gen Con. We have like 12 bags with this on it.
Yeah.
What do you know about this one?
I haven't seen too much. We actually didn't get to demo this game, but I've seen it everywhere in Gen Con, as he said. And it's kind of like Tremors. So if you've ever seen Tremors, if you're old enough to remember Tremors like I am, the creatures are coming up out of the ground and you're basically trying to go through it and stop them. That's like the most I know about it, but it looked fun. It wasn't super expensive. We got some cool promos once again with it. So I was pretty excited about getting it, so I got it. So we'll have to check it out and see.
Advertising worked.
Yes.
Bought it basically because of the bags. All right, next up we got, let's see, where's the camera at? We got this guy right here. This was from the same booth as Terrible, right?
No, this was from, with Boss Monster.
Yeah, this was from the Boss Monster guys.
Yes,
so what's that?
Boss Monster, everybody should know if you're into board games what Boss Monster is. Same company makes this game called Adventure. You're crafting your own hero, you're giving them different traits, and you're trying to go through and make your adventure and make your story and try to succeed through your destiny. It was a game I saw at their booth. I kind of read over the box. I haven't got to play it yet, and I didn't get to demo it, so I'm actually excited about playing it. Once again, got more promo stuff that's exclusive to Gen Con. So I've been really excited about it. And all the promo stuff just makes getting these games so much cooler because you got extra stuff nobody else is going to have.
All right, so up next, guys, we got this guy right here, 5 Minute Marvel. So I don't know a whole lot about that. I do know that it is a kind of spin-off on the 5 Minute Dungeon, which I've really been looking forward to playing at some point, just never really had the chance. We both wanted to pick up the Sinister Six and Wakanda Forever games, and they were running a deal. They were running a deal where it was buy 2 games, get 1 free. So we each got Wakanda and Sinister Six, and then picked out another game that we liked. So mine was 5 Minute Marvel, so now I'll finally get the chance to try it out. Really excited for it, but my knowledge on it's kind of low. The next one over is going to be this one right here, Fog of Love. So that one is a 2-player game where you're role-playing 2 people in a relationship, and things can go horribly wrong or horribly right. We went through a quick demo of it where we got told about a relationship where somebody saw a text message and had to reveal a secret, and the secret was, oh, I was planning a surprise party, good job, you ruined it. And then another one where the same thing happened, but oh, hey, I was cheating on you, sorry. So yeah, each person in the game has goals that they're trying to complete, and you're role-playing through it like it's a real relationship. Seems really interesting, and I'm really excited to give it a try. This one was one that Deanna was really excited for, so we got that Tomb Raider Legends.
Yes.
I hope the camera caught that because I couldn't see it.
So yeah, I was super excited that there was a Tomb Raider game. James found a demo for it today, which I was super stoked that we got to try it out. And it was worth trying out because, as you can see, I got a free lanyard, which was so worth the demo. But the demo was great. It's different than any kind of game I've played before. So it actually sets out a dial in the middle, and you shuffle through pieces that go around it, and it sets X amount of pieces out, and they're face down. So you play action cards that let you move into the next space, which moving into the next space can either be, it flips it, and it can either a good thing happen to you or something bad can happen to you. And you're trying to go after other Lauras, but helping each other get through. You can't finish the game until you get through the rooms that have artifacts. 2 artifacts are fake and 1 is real, and you don't know who has the real one if you don't have it. So the goal is to steal that artifact if you can get a hold of it from that person that has it and get to the goal. So you can't get to the goal without the artifact, and so that's the hard part. It was actually easy to start, but when we got to that end and we kind of were finding out who had it and who didn't, because you can reveal it in the game at some point if you have a card for it. We were trying to stall the game, and there's ways to stall so you can't make a person leave a room. It isn't a super long game once you know how to play it. It takes maybe an hour. It's a little average for a game, so it's not bad. But if you're really big into playing anything Tomb Raider or play the games, I feel like you would like it, and you should definitely try it.
All right, guys, so the next section is the Marvel section. I'll go ahead and explain what the Sinister Six is. There we go. Okay, working with a weird camera angle here.
Yes.
All right, so Sinister Six, you're playing as the Sinister Six from Spider-Man. There was a Gencon exclusive promo to play as, who is it, the Goblin?
Yes, it's Goblin.
As the Green Goblin. We got his cards right here. So basically, you get a set of heists that you have to pull off. Each heist has a chance, or will have a certain number of spider people show up. So we got Miles Morales, we got Peter Parker, we got Spider-Gwen. I think those were the only ones that we saw during the game, but I'm assume there might be more.
There might be more.
And you're trying to work together to play basically attacks from your hand that match up to symbols on the heists. Once all the heists are filled, you go down the heist in order, taking loot from the heist. And then at the end of the game, the last person that has the most loot wins. But also, just before the game ends, you go into the massive heist, which is like 4 heists all put together, and you have to work together as a team to kind of pull it off, even though you're competing to see who gets the most. Do you know anything about Hell Hydra? Because I know a little bit. Okay, so Hell Hydra, right down here. That was her free game for picking up her copies of Wakanda and Sinister Six. From what I understand, this could be completely wrong, but this is how I've had it explained to me. It is basically like Secret Hitler. So, yeah, it's basically like Secret Hitler, so it's a social deduction game, trying to figure out who the Hydra agents are. That's about all that I know on it, so we'll move on to the next one. Alright, and I think the last big game that we got is going to be Wakanda Forever. I'll let Deanna go ahead and explain this one for you. We demoed it earlier today too.
Yes, it was actually one of the first games we demoed, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
So the way it plays out, it actually has a setup in the middle. It has vibranium in it, so you actually use vibranium as money in the game. Huh? So pretty much everybody has a secret stash. You know who the king is. Nobody knows how much any money anybody has. They don't know how many points you have when you're gaining them. Whoever the king is, you actually have a chance to challenge them in the game as well. So you go through rounds trying to fight a villain, gain vibranium and gain points, and you can challenge the king after that. So if you lose the combat, you don't become king. You have to bow down to your king. You can actually shout Wakanda forever to make it a little more interesting because it tells you that in the rulebook. But the point of the game is to get the most points based on the amount of players playing and be in the Black Panther. So it's not hard, it's super easy to figure out, a really fun, quick game, and I really enjoyed it a lot.
It's a really good party game, I think. It'll be really fun I think it maxed out at 4 players. So not a major party game, but really good for when you got a group of friends together. So, just last things that you might have seen laying around. We've got some cards. We got some card sleeves, the Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Shield Gencon exclusives. We got some UFS, now called Universes.
Yes.
For My Hero Academia. And then we got a whole bunch of promos for those games.
Yep.
And so really the last thing to go over is these these cards right here. Those are going to be promos for a game called Argent Saga. It seems to be something that's going to explode if you like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Hearthstone, anything of the big games like that. It kind of combines them all into one. Has absolutely amazing art, and is definitely something that you should check into. I think we'll probably have a lot more content over on our channel, Jackalmen Games, coming up soon for it, so be sure to look out for that if it sounds anything interesting to you. Any last minute things you want to throw in?
Main last thing, Gencon has been amazing. There's so much stuff going on here. I literally we didn't even see everything. It's insane.
We didn't even leave the main hall. There's 2 other buildings that we didn't even go to.
Yeah. To put it into perspective, there are 18,000 events that went on this weekend with close to 100,000 people throughout the weekend. If you've never been to Gen Con and you love card games and you love board games, I suggest coming here and doing it. It is worth a 10-hour drive or a 4-hour flight or whatever it is. It's definitely worth it. And make sure you bring money because you're going to want to buy stuff.
Very unfortunately for us. But all right, guys, that was our little finishing Gen Con report. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you all next time.
We hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the link below to join our Jackalmen Games Discord channel, where you can be a part of this amazing community. If you'd like to support Jackalmen Games, click the link below to check out our Patreon. See you guys there.